Alright, we've beaten Southampton 3-2 here at YISROEL. Wasn't the best of performances, but we showed some good character at the end to try and get the win. But do you think we got lucky today?
To an extent. We got lucky that they didn't score 3. We got lucky they didn't finish us off. We got lucky that it was Southampton.
They're a good team. I think they've proven it now.
If you let me speak. With all due respect, they're not top 6 sides. Or Leipzig. I'm saying we can't play like that regularly. I'm going to cut them some slack because it wasn't the first team. It was half the first team. So, yeah, I was disappointed to say the least with the effort given. For the first half, only player making runs was Lucas. He got the ball, did jack shit.
He's by himself.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Not much he could do. That's why I'm not blaming him. I think he was the only person in the first half that was trying. He was going in. He's a small guy. He's going up against Højbjerg and Vestergaard and all these big lads. Stevens. He's not gonna do so much. In second half, bit by bit, the only good part I say. One of the good parts was Fernandes. Jedson. I don't know how to pronounce his first.
Jedson, I think.
Right. Fernandes. Let's put it that way. I think he was a class above when he came on. He didn't pull out. He went in. He was going in for challenges. He was fighting. He was instructing people. He's the new kid. How old is he? He's young. I know he's young. 21. He's a young kid telling big old Sergio Aurier to run past and telling Dele Alli, who's also young, but you forget how young he is because he's so experienced. He's been on the scene for a long time. Telling these players who have been at Tottenham for God knows how long what to do, and we want that. We want players like that. He reminds me a bit like Lamella, going in for the challenges. I wouldn't be surprised if he picks up a few yellow cards when he plays. I would like to see him Villa after the break. I think that would be a good game to put him in. Even if he comes on 60 minutes like he did now, 60 odd minutes, that would be good again. But he wants to get those minutes. Disappointed I didn't see Troy Parrott. Again, what was that? What's that about? I don't like that. He's a solid player. He deserves a chance.
Yeah, he's a young striker, isn't he? So Jose doesn't think he's ready. But what do you think of us playing? Well, I thought in the second half, we changed it up, didn't we? We put on Dele Alli, put on Jedson. We moved to 4 at the back. We moved to a much more attacking kind of trying to force the issue, and we looked a lot better. So why are we starting with such a conservative system? And it didn't work because we conceded so many chances.
Instantly, I said that thing. I said it to the guys around me.
It shows Southampton too much respect.
Yeah, I said, lads, at 5 in the back is not going to do anything. It's even after the goal, right after the goal, I said that. I said it's going to fail us. Something bad's going to happen. He'll change it, but it might be too late. That's why I go back to the point I say we were slightly lucky. We deserve with our performance in the last 20 or so minutes. We deserve the win because of that, though. Blistering 20-25 minutes. In my opinion, that was some of the best football we've played. But that's the issue. Yeah, genuinely, everyone was on it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what moment spiked it. Wasn't
conceding a second goal.
It wasn't directly after the goal. It was just suddenly from 1 goal kick. Just played better. Aurier was busting his gut to get there. And not only did he get there, he actually did a good cross. And it actually got to Son. Son messed it up, but he got again. And I don't know. What was it? The corner we got that went to the goal. Sessegnon. He took on 2 players and took on a third. Why doesn't he do that more often? How many times do you hear people around you saying, take him on, go, go, go? No one else sees the reason why. Maybe Mourinho's told him, and if so, that's a silly decision because he's one of the best dribblers I've ever seen. When he used to play for Fulham, that was a good dribbler, good young, speedy, pacey. He has good skill, good composure. And now suddenly he's playing for Tottenham Hotspur, he loses it. So I hope he continues that. What else was there? The Tongan. What was with that? Getting off and walking around with his head down, like.
Well, yeah, we did have quite a bad game. I thought Danny Ings, many times throughout the game was running off him and getting him behind quite easily.
He's sitting on the bench, and with his head down. And no matter how bad his performance, I love a Tongan. I don't want to see him like that. He's put his whole career for this club. How long has he been here? A long time.
8 years, yeah.
I thought it was 9, but I'll let you.
Maybe 9, could be 9.
Yeah, honestly, I think of all people, I don't want to see him like that. It's up there with him, Kane and Lloris. If I only see any of them sad, you know, it makes you think they need to be treated a bit better. But again, apart from those 20-25 minutes, poor performance against Villa. Villa Park, they're not going to give us as much respect as Southampton did, because as soon as we start getting the ball, Southampton drop back and realise, okay, they can do something with the ball.
I didn't think Southampton showed us any respect today. They didn't. Really?
When we went on the attack, as soon as we put pressure, they drop back. And
that's just defending.
Yeah, but Villa, they'll be at home, they'll be rowdied up, they'll be ready to go. Maybe that's just my point of view, but I honestly think that Villa will punish us more. They won't drop back as deep as Southampton did at times.
I thought Southampton pressed very high today. I thought they
the majority of the time. But there were those moments which I think that if a team pushes up, we'll have conceded, because our positioning in the back, like I said, with the formation, it wasn't good. Diabolical, to put it the least. He's a man with the least finesse I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know who to compare him to in my head. He has no finesse. He's just brute force. And that is good for certain points in the game. But when you're trying to get in goal, it's not the best thing. Hoofing it upfield, doing this, that, and the other. I think Gedson's good because he has that strength and that low centre of gravity. But at the same time, he has that finesse, the passing and the dribbling and the technique. So I think, you see that thing when everyone thought he was going to shoot, but it was actually good control, you know. The missed shot, but he put it exactly where he needed to. It was done on purpose. You know.
What a brilliant first touch.
Yeah, incredible. Spun it round, put it exactly where he needed.
Around the world.
But to round up, I think poor performance, but yet somehow we weren't lucky. It's a bit confusing that way. But those 25 minutes with
Classic Mourinho.
Exactly. Those 25 minutes with blistering football, and I think with Kane up front, with that kind of football, now that the team has got used to it, with Kane up front, obviously we're not going to see him for a while. They're going to bring him in at the last bits. I think that's just to make him fit for the Euros, if anything. I think that's the only thing that Kane's asked for.
Yeah, Kane won't be fit. Kane will not be fit.
I think the only reason Mourinho said he'll be fit the last 2 games is because Kane's asked him, can you please try to get me in a bit so I can prove to Gareth that I'm fit. So that's it really. But man of the match, I have to say, oh, that's a difficult one, isn't it? That's a really, I think just Jedson.
Well, for his half an hour.
Genuinely. Or Tanganga. Alderweireld. Oh, now I'm thinking, you know. No, but Alderweireld as well, good passing. Alderweireld and Tanganga, I'm happy with that. Those two, they also have that connection where they trust each other. For such a young player, he's trusted well. So, you know.
Cheers for coming on.